I've been in some dark spots in my life. I can specifically recall about 2 to 3 months ago not being able to get out of bed because of shit that was going on in my life. And even worse, I didn't want to get out of bed. I was going through a breakup, going through losing a business I put hours and hours into, and also some pretty bad sicknesses all simultaneously. And this just absolutely destroyed my mental health along with my physical. And everybody knows life is gonna have ups and downs, and my life has been no different. But this past rut I was in taught me something that was so essential to my self-development. And I want to share with you the 2 things that got me out of this past rut, which was probably the lowest point of my life. Number 1, fix your diet. You are only as good as your health. And I want to be transparent with you. The past week, my diet has not been good. I've been on the go, I've been eating out, I've been eating fast food, and while I'm still hitting my macros, sure, and getting the correct calories in, calories out, all that bullshit, my brain has been fucked. My brain has been so insanely fogged just because I've been eating like shit. Now today, I've cleaned it up. I've been eating what I'd consider to be a strong diet specifically for your brain. And all of a sudden, my brain's not moving in water as much. And while my brain right now is not perfect, it's moving towards where it was before I had this, shitty week, right? And if I didn't have this lesson learned from eating like shit for almost my entire life and seeing what happens when you make that change, I wouldn't be where I am today, ultimately taking the first steps to make that change. And really where my slip up was only about a week, if even. Now the calories in, calories out, focus on your macros narrative works 100% fine for bodybuilding and for the gym, right? You've heard that before. But for your brain, this shit will destroy you. These high ingredient processed foods are fucking up your mental health and just your brain's ability to focus. Right now, I am having a hard time sitting in front of this camera and speaking because my brain is fogged from eating like shit for even 5 to 7 days. You need to be eating clean foods, whole foods, red meat, chicken, rice, fruits. You really don't need anything else besides those things. And if I were to optimize my brain fully through my diet, I would be eating just red meat and maybe the slightest bit of fruit. I will have a full guide coming out on diet very soon, but one person I would watch is Santa Cruz Medicinals as well as Paul Saladino. They're very informative on the most optimal diet for your brain as well as your body. And the stuff they're saying isn't complicated. It's just to eat real fucking food. You've been told so heavily by these YouTubers and these self-help people that you need this business, you need that Eastern European girl, you need that fucking supercar to cure your mental problems, but that's just not the truth. Your health comes first, and the number 1 thing for health is your diet. So dial that in and see the rewards change in your life. And number 2, start training. Now I know a lot of you have probably started your journey with the gym, with fitness, whatever, but if you haven't started, you need to start now. I used to fucking despise the gym. I hated it. I played basketball my whole life, and the exercises I did through that were just not fun. I didn't understand what going to the gym really was. I just thought it was hell. The analogy I always use with lifting is that Kevin Durant, if y'all watch basketball and know who that is, couldn't bench 185 pounds at his NBA combine. And I would always be like, oh, Kevin Durant couldn't do it, so why do I need to do it? Now I was a negligent 14-year-old and didn't realize that Kevin Durant was 7 foot and I was not. But if you've played sports or anything, or you have a distaste towards the gym, I promise you that is not what it's like at all. I'll have a video in the description on my channel that explains how I really built an addiction to the gym and how I wiped out all these limiting beliefs I had towards it and ultimately changed my life because of that. There's been times in my life where I felt like all I had was the gym. All I've had was bodybuilding. And while this isn't a good thing to feel, and I believe that community is very essential, it's better than feeling like all you have is fucking weed or video games. The real reason I wanted to make this video is to contrast the information that's out there, which will tell you need this business, you need the money, and you need all these superficial things. When if you are feeling terrible about your life and you are feeling down in the dumps about all the shit's going on, you need to reclaim your health before you're worried about that other shit. Your lifestyle will never exceed your level of personal development. And even if you do get that lifestyle somehow by luck, you're not going to enjoy your life. You need to have your physical health claimed as well as your mental health. And that's going to be a major focus on this channel on how to do that. I have made massive strides in my life and I'm continuing to make them every single day regarding just my mental and physical health. So if you're really feeling down, stop focusing on the fucking money and the mansion and rather focus on the real house you have, the house you live in every single day, which is your body and your brain. And I promise you, you will not regret it. Fix your diet, start working on your physical capabilities, and see your life change. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching and hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and God bless.